Will the probable return of Casey Thompson at quarterback be enough to propel Nebraska to their biggest win of the season? Great time to subscribe to the channel. Big Ten content every single day. Always crush that like button to spread the word of Big Ten Ted to the masses. So you got Casey Thompson back. Hooray. Great. Cool Whip is rejoicing in his offensive coordinator's office because he gets to throw the ball again, because this offense has been pretty bad. So here's the main question. Great. You got Casey Thompson back, but you got to keep him in the game. And in order to keep Casey Thompson in the football game, you got to do something that kind of got you into this mess to begin with. You got to protect him. Okay, you got one of the best pass rushers. You probably got the best pass rusher in the Big Ten on the other side of the line. Probably one of the best pass rushers in the entire country in Nick Herbig. You got to think he's going to wreak havoc, just like he did against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Keanu Benton is stepping up and becoming a real good player as well on that defensive line. Look, this is a pass rush that is going to, look, I don't think there's any ifs. They're going to give Nebraska some problems. Now, it's all about just how many problems they give Nebraska. Can the Husker offensive line contain these guys, keep them out of the backfield, maybe more than they want to get in there? Or is Benton, Herbig, and the rest of these guys, are they going to be living in that Husker backfield? Because that's the main key. You got a good quarterback back under center for Nebraska. You got to keep him there, and you got to keep him upright. Because if he's upright, you got fellas to throw the ball to. Trey Palmer is kind of the big target. Ever since that big breakout game against Purdue, he hasn't done a whole lot. I think that breakout performance, although it was great for Nebraska and it really showed the country just how good Trey Palmer is, a lot of defenses saw that performance and they've keyed in on him, and that's exactly what Wisconsin has to do. You got Jay Shaw over there that's probably going to match up against Trey Palmer. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch. This is a Wisconsin defense that has taken the football away throughout the season. Will they do that? I think you combine the pass rush with some good defensive backs, that ball could be up for grabs a few times. What Nebraska can't do, they can't pull a Purdue. You can't force the ball to your main target and take the rest of your weapons away. I want to see a balanced attack in Casey Thompson's return. Yes, of course, you want to see Trey Palmer. He's your biggest big play threat on the outside. There's no question about that. But I want to see a lot of other people involved. I've been saying it all season long for Nebraska. Run the ball in quick spurts, quick passes, get the ball into the hands of your playmakers. Short passes with the occasional deep shot. Let your guys make plays. Try to mask, the bad unit that is your offensive line and get rid of the football quickly. For Wisconsin, you need to keep the ball out of the hands of Graham Mertz. Get the ball into the hands of Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen had a couple of consecutive 100-yard games there, and he's kind of been put on the sidelines, so to speak, here as of late, especially with that performance against that vaunted Iowa rush defense. But you know who's not vaunted? Nebraska. This is an offense, or this is a defense, I should say, that Wisconsin can go right at. For Wisconsin to really control this game, they need to dominate the line of scrimmage. Look, this Nebraska defense is getting better, and I think they're specifically getting better in the pass rush. Run defense still has got some work to do, allowing over 160 yards rushing to Blake Corum. Now, Blake Corum is one of the very best running backs in the country. But you know who else is pretty good? Braylon Allen. I think Allen, with the combination of Isaac Guerrero, can just wear you down and wear you down and wear you down. It might be a one-possession game in the first half. It might be a one-possession game early in the second half. But I kind of take a look back to that Minnesota game, where Nebraska just wasn't able to play a four-quarter game on defense. And Mo Ibrahim just kept on wearing him down and wearing him down and wearing him down. Look, Wisconsin, you might be losing in the third quarter, but you've got to stick with Braylon Allen and keep it going. And then when they creep up in the run game and man, we got to stop Agent Zero up there, that's when you go over the top to Skylar Bell and Chemre Dike. That's when they can make plays. Wisconsin has to win the time of possession. I believe Wisconsin has the better team from top to bottom. I think Nebraska can hit big plays. Look, we saw it before when Casey Thompson was quarterback. This is a Husker offense that can move the ball. They can hit big plays. They're not going to churn the football down the field. They're not going to methodically go the football down the field. Wisconsin, you got to defend against the big play, because if the Huskers hit the big play time after time after time, then this could be a little bit dicey. I want to know what you guys think of this matchup. It all of a sudden got turned up to 11 with the return of Casey Thompson. I think this is going to be a fun mid-afternoon game in Lincoln, Nebraska. Leave your score predictions below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is going to be a fun one. I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of fun in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm Big Ten Ted, and we'll see you in the next one.